Hey, everybody. I'm back again because these are just too much fun not to keep doing them. But welcome back to another edition of Reader's Cellar. And if you didn't notice by the title, I'm going to be talking about Curious Goods Behind the Scenes of Friday the 13th, the series by Elise Wax. And for those of you that have been watching, TJ and I talk about Friday the 13th, the series, and the episode discussions we've been having. My dog just got down off the couch. I don't know why he did that all of a sudden, but I just hope he doesn't start barking in the middle of this. So, TJ had this book actually before I did. He had purchased his own copy. And I got more and more excited about, the content of it because TJ was, sharing little tidbits as we talked about the different episodes. So I thought, well, why don't I just buy my own copy of it? Because I want to research this stuff too. Because for one thing, this was a series that didn't last very long. This only lasted about 2.5 seasons. And then they just suddenly quit in the middle of the third season. They also had cast change because John LeMay left the show. And another guy came in, a character called Johnny, who was introduced at the end of the second season. Okay. Um, but this book is really, really good. If you are at all interested in the behind the scenes stories and anecdotes and all that stuff for Friday the 13th, the series, and you are going to love this book. Um, Now, the book, I believe, is around $30 at Amazon um, for the hardback. Now, you can get a used copy. You can get, paperback copies, which are a little bit cheaper if you like. Um, but you know, some books I just like in hardcover. And so that's why I, went that route with this one. Um, but I'm not gonna tell the whole plot of Friday the 13th, the series, because if you're interested enough to see what I'm talking about with this book, you're probably pretty much aware of the series and what it's essentially about. And what I want to bring out is the fact that not only this covers each and every episode. from season 1 to season 3. Okay. This book came out in 2015, so it's kind of sort of new and current. It does have an introduction by the author. Um, so, sorry, my phone dinged. Somebody sent me a message that I will get to here in just a sec. Um, so this is for, what also makes this book great is this is by a fan, somebody that grew up watching this series. And she goes through these episodes, and sometimes she'll say, this seemed really great when I was growing up and I saw it. Now it's not so great. And I think TJ and I had some of the same reactions to some of the episodes that, when we were a lot younger, when we were kids and we were watching this stuff on late night television, that it seemed a lot cooler than it does now. Some of the special effects early on in the show are a little hokey. And I find that Elise Wax does not pull any punches. That doesn't mean that I agree 100% with her on every single episode, because both TJ and I said, yeah, maybe that was being a little nitpicky with some of these episodes. Um, and I really wish my dog would get back on the couch. Um, Last night I had the fireworks fiasco whenever I was trying to do something. Now I've got the dog tap dancing around in the living room, and sometimes he gets mad and he will just use the bathroom in the floor. So not that that has anything to do with this book. So I'm going to try to get through this review and get off of here and check and see what he's doing. But not only does it give kind of like an episode breakdown, but it tells you who wrote each episode, who it was directed by, what the original air date was, and what the cursed antique was in each case. And then I love, like, this kind of delves deep in the behind the scenes. I mean, if there was drama going on, this book's going to cover it. And I know that that's not everybody's thing to know the drama that was behind the scenes on any particular show. And that's not all that's in here. I mean, you get a plot synopsis for the show. It kind of takes you through the big highlights of the show. And tells the status of the cursed object. If there's like a secondary object that's briefly talked about, but they don't actually retrieve and put back in the vault at the end of the episode, or maybe it doesn't go back in the vault, maybe it's given to somebody for safekeeping. There's a couple of times that's happened. But all of that is included for every single episode. There are fun facts thrown in there, little bits of trivia and all of that. So the book is also, not like 1,000 pages, but with interviews and everything. That's another thing. It has interviews with, like, executive producer Frank Mancuso Jr. It has interviews with John LeMay and Roby, who were the stars of the show. There's behind the scenes photos from, like, John LeMay's collection, Roby's collection, whoever's owns these photos. So the total, page count on this as well, including the afterward, is 478 pages. So good size book. Good size book. And in the afterward, we find out that Louise Roby quit acting after appearing in the direct-to-video thriller Play Nice in 1992. And, she got married in 94 and had a son. but her marriage ended in 2001. Um, and she married again. She married a photographer who passed away in 2010. And, now she lives in France where she is working on a variety of music and writing projects. They let you know what happened to John LeMay. Um, and uh, we find out too that the author was unable to speak to Chris Wiggins, who played Jack Marshak in the show. Uh, while still alive as of June 2014, he was in poor health, and his caregiver said he was not available. Um, and then I don't know exactly when Chris Wiggins died, but he has since passed away, sadly. Um, so um, I'm not going to sit here and like read the whole book to you or anything like that. But if you, like I said, if you're at all interested in Friday the 13th, the series, and want to learn more about each of the episodes, if you want to learn more about behind the scenes stuff, if you want to read interviews with the people involved with the show, um, then you don't have to buy a brand new hardback cover copy of this. If you want to read it and want to get a used copy, usually Amazon has used copies of stuff. Or if you don't want to get a hardback copy, get a paperback copy. But this is a good reference book, on this show. So I just wanted to talk about this one because, for one thing, it's relevant to some streams that I'm currently having. On Wednesdays, TJ and I have been covering the Friday the 13th, the series. We're getting ready to start the third season, the third and final season, this coming Wednesday. So everybody can look forward to that. And also, check out this book if you can. I think that it will be, if you decide to buy it, it will definitely, in my opinion, be worth your money. So, um, I can still hear my dog moving around back there. So I got to go see what he's doing and see if I can get him settled down. Uh, I fully realize it's 2:39 a.m. Eastern time, and I really should be in bed instead of doing this, but I couldn't help myself. I wanted to do another, stream of some sort, or not stream rather, but another a video that I can upload covering another book. And like I said, I plan to do a variety of different things, not just horror novels, but nonfiction books. In this case, Curious Goods, Behind the Scenes of Friday the 13th, the series by Elise Wax. You can pick that up on Amazon right now, or order it right now from Amazon.com for about $30 if you want to get the hardcover brand new version. So that's all for me. I got to go see what my dog is doing and make sure he's not getting into mischief. I want to thank everybody for checking this video out, and there will be more to come. So see everybody next time. Take care, everybody.